Welcome to County Report This Week. I'm Sonia Burke. Thank you for joining us. Coming up in the next half hour, Interim MCPS Superintendent Larry Bowers unveils his recommended 6-year CIP to address the growing enrollment needs at area schools. These dogs are graduating in Germantown, and their training is all about helping wounded warriors recover. And later, County Executive Ike Leggett celebrates excellence in the arts and humanities. But we begin with Election Day. The cities of Gaithersburg, Rockville, and Tacoma Park held municipal elections on November 3rd, and it was a beautiful fall day to get out the vote. In Gaithersburg, Judd Ashman was elected mayor with over 64% of the vote.
I have to say that this campaign reflected the city of Gaithersburg so well. It was hard fought but friendly, civil. I think that voters we got a great turnout because the candidates worked really hard, and to me it was a real credit to the city of Gaithersburg.
Voters also elected 3 city council members in Gaithersburg. The newly elected council members include Ryan Spiegel, Robert Wu, and Neil Harris, and they will each serve a 4-year term. You can find complete Gaithersburg election results on the city's website. In Rockville, Bridget Newton was re-elected as the city's mayor.
I really think we can do this. I think it's going to be a great 4 years for the city. My motto this term and last term was "Together we can," and I think we're going to do that.
The 4 Rockville council members elected to office include Beryl Feinberg, Virginia Onley, Julie Palakovich-Carr, and Mark Pershala. For the first time in the city's history, the newly elected Rockville mayor and council will serve a 4-year term. In Tacoma Park, voters chose Kate Stewart as the city's new mayor.
Thank you so much for coming out to vote and for the support over the last couple of months, and I'm very honored to be the next mayor of Tacoma Park.
Also elected to serve on the Tacoma Park Council, Peter Kovar, Tim Mayo, Rizzi Karishi, Terry Siemens, Jarrett Smith, and Fred Schultz. You can find complete election results on the City of Tacoma Park's website. Interim Superintendent Larry Bowers has unveiled his $1.72 billion construction plan for Montgomery County Public Schools, which represents a $172 million increase over the current 6-year CIP. At a news conference at Seneca Valley High School, Mr. Bowers said it is imperative for state and local leaders to understand the county's significant capital needs because of the district's rapid enrollment growth.
We have said for a number of years we don't believe we get our fair share. Montgomery County receives about 12 or 13% of state funding support for public school construction. We have 17, getting closer to 18% of the students. Yet we only get 12 to 13% of the funding, and we're by far the fastest growing jurisdiction in the state. And so growth is impacting us much more than other jurisdictions, and it's that growth that we're struggling with in terms of building all the new seats, the additional seats that we need.
Public hearings on the superintendent's recommendation will take place on Monday, November 9th, and Thursday, November 12th. The Board of Education is expected to take final action on the CIP request on Monday, November 16th. The Montgomery County Business Hall of Fame inducted 4 business leaders at a recent ceremony at the universities at Shady Grove. MyMC Media's Maureen Chowdhury reports.
I'm here at the University of Shady Grove where 4 business leaders are being honored at the 4th annual Business Hall of Fame event. According to the co-founder of the Business Hall of Fame, there are no other events like this in Montgomery County.
There was really a void in Montgomery County in having an opportunity to honor the titans in the business community. We put this together and we decided to use this event as an opportunity to raise money for a charity, and we talked about different charities, and we settled on the universities at Shady Grove.
County Executive Ike Leggett and Congressman Chris Van Hollen spoke to a packed room at the event, which recognizes business leaders and their contributions to the economic life of Montgomery County. And the 4 nominees honored represent various segments of the business community.
One of the aspects of this event that I love in particular is that all of the proceeds for this event go to scholarship funding for universities at Shady Grove. So that's very meaningful to us.
It's wonderful to be acknowledged about what you're giving back to the community, the involvement that I have with Eagle Bank on giving back to the community is just so important. And there's no question that one must link the educational and the business side together.
We formed a partnership a while back with Montgomery College that has been tremendously successful. I think education is really, really important, and so to have this benefit education in the county and give kids in the county a chance to get more education, which I have found is critical for me, but particularly I've noticed that at Holy Cross.
We're always happy to, what I call pay it forward. We've had very good success, and to continue to share that success with the community.
We have raised over $535,000 for the scholarship fund just from this event, from the 4 years, which is extraordinary.
You can find out more about the Business Hall of Fame by visiting its website. For County Report This Week, I'm Maureen Chaudhary.
Over 200 people turned out for the Corporate Volunteer Council's Awards Luncheon. This annual event celebrates volunteerism and community service. The CVC helps connect businesses with nonprofits, and these awards are one way to say thank you.
And over the last several years, I guess, but certainly recently, we've seen where we all need to work harder to make certain that we're doing better. And what each of you is doing on a personal basis is getting us there. So on behalf of a very, very pleased Montgomery County Council, we thank you for all that you're doing. Thank you very much.
The CVC, the Corporate Volunteer Council, has been a wonderful organization that I've been affiliated with for 4 years. I thank Rich and I thank Sarah for this amazing recognition. To the room, you all are just amazing people, and today's event is really been inspirational, just to hear from all of the other award winners, and also just to hear about some of the great stories and the things that are going on in our community.
Several local businesses were recognized for their outstanding commitment to the community through volunteerism at this event. You can find out about the recipients of those awards on the CVC's website. Coming up on County Report This Week, a new report indicates there's some work to do when it comes to connecting Montgomery County's African American youth with education and the workforce. And these warrior canines are making a big difference for some wounded veterans. Stay with us. County Report This Week is coming right back.
In Montgomery County, we have a goal to reduce waste and recycle 70% of all waste by 2020. By recycling and reducing waste, we save natural resources and make our community even better. So recycle at home, work, school, everywhere, and keep recycling going. For more information, call the Montgomery County, Maryland Division of Solid Waste Services at 311 or visit montgomerycountymd.gov/recycling.
Keep it going. Recycle more now.
Did you know there are more than 10,000 county government phone numbers? But there's only one number you need to remember for non-emergency calls, 311. MC 311 is Montgomery County government's online telephone information system. Need information? Have a problem or complaint? Trying to locate a county government facility? Call 311. The call center is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. The website is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Welcome back to County Report This Week. I'm Sonia Burke. A recent research report found that stronger social and academic supports are needed to connect Montgomery County's African American youth to education and the workforce. MCTV's Michael Brown has more about this report and its ramifications.
Thank you to all of you for joining us here today. I know that you're here because you too believe that, in the words of Frederick Douglass, it is easier to build strong children than to repair broken men and women.
The report, Connecting Youth to Opportunity, How Black and African American Youth Perspectives Can Inform a Blueprint for Improving Opportunity in Montgomery County, Maryland, presented the findings of a study that looked at disconnection from the perspectives of 1,210 youth, ages 14 to 24.
There are over 8,000 youth right here in Montgomery County who are disconnected, neither in school nor working. As we think about the future of our community, we know that it is vital for us to understand and address the challenges which prevent these young people from achieving their dreams.
The report, commissioned by the Community Foundation for the National Capital Region, found that disconnected youth reported less support from parents and teachers, lower grades, more suspensions, disproportionate contacts with the justice system, and less economic stability than high school graduates.
Over half of the youth in the study wanted teachers and counselors who they felt genuinely cared about Black and African American youth success.
The report also outlined 4 recommendations as a starting point for the county to achieve its goal of guaranteeing every young person the support needed for lifelong success, and county officials are taking notice.
We can combine all of the resources that we have, the connectivity that we need, and generate the power that is necessary to help our youth.
If we just take the simple time to see someone, give them an opportunity to shine, I guarantee you this type of work can be transformational for us in the community.
Reporting from Montgomery College's Tacoma Park Silver Spring campus, I'm Michael Brown.
There is a local nonprofit here in Montgomery County that is working to heal our veterans who return from war with physical injuries and emotional trauma. The Warrior Canine Connection uses dogs to help veterans reconnect with their lives. Recently at the Germantown campus of Montgomery College, a special ceremony took place where these canine helpers graduated to a new life. Susan Kennedy reports.
It was like any other graduation, but instead of caps and gowns, these 14 graduates wore collars and vests. The Montgomery County-based Warrior Canine Connection was officially recognizing these top dogs who, after 2 years of training, were moving on to a new phase in their lives.
Today is where everybody comes together that's been involved in this process, that from those who have come out and volunteered their time to pet the puppies, to help socialize them, to the puppy parents who've taken these dogs into their homes for the last year and a half or 2 years. And now they're coming to this event to formally hand off these dogs to the veterans who are going to be assisted and have their lives changed from the companionship and the help that these dogs are going to provide.
This is Stanley. He's named for Corporal Stanley Giesa.
And with his tail wagging, Stanley walked across the stage with his puppy parents, Roger and Barbara Giese, to be presented to Jesse Graham and his family. Stanley will be a mobility service dog for Jesse. Though they met and began training just 2 weeks ago, Jesse knows Stanley will make all the difference in helping him get through the day.
The amount of help he's going to be is just amazing. I mean, the things they've taught him, and he shuts off light switches. My wife sent him upstairs today with my shoes for me. Watch it, buddy. And the companionship. The fact that I get to bring him everywhere and he gets to hang out with me, and it really is amazing.
Derek, another sturdy black Labrador, also graduated and is now a member of the Jorgensen family from Oklahoma.
Derek's legacy lives on. His name will not be forgotten. And to be able to see somebody carry my son's name and be able to give the comfort and the peace that Derek himself so needed so badly after his accident, it's a wonderful day. And puppy Derek has a wonderful family, and I'm very excited.
And so this dog is hope that we can kind of get a little bit of normalcy back in our life. We have a 3.5-year-old daughter, another one on the way, and so it can be pretty stressful in a household with living with a veteran with PTSD. And so hopefully this dog can help with the anger issues, depression issues, and just, the man I married 8 years ago, kind of bring him back to life a little bit more.
In Rockville, I'm Susan Kennedy for County Report This Week.
With the end of daylight saving time, it's getting darker earlier, and that's not good news for traffic safety. In fact, accidents involving pedestrians generally increase at this time of year. Joining us to talk about this is Pete Perringer from the Montgomery County Fire and Rescue Service. Pete?
Well, certainly we want everybody to give their full attention, whether you're a driver, pedestrian, or cyclist. Make sure that you give full attention. Certainly if you're a pedestrian, look both ways before you cross, use the crosswalks. But also with the darkness getting darker earlier, wear something that's visible. You want to be seen. Wear something that you can not only see if you have a light, but we want you to be seen as well. So make sure that you walk with caution and drive with care.
Just a reminder, because of construction, the Monroe Street entrance to the Montgomery County Circuit Court is closed from now through September of 2016. All jurors and visitors to the Circuit Court should enter the courthouse through the Maryland Avenue entrance, or follow the signs through the Judicial Center courtyard near the water fountain and flags to enter the building on the terrace level. The Circuit Court is located in downtown Rockville at 50 Maryland Avenue. Coming up on County Report this week, some 5th graders experienced the sounds of jazz at the Strathmore. And Montgomery County celebrates Diwali right here in Rockville. And
I'm the Planning Department's Bridget Suiso. We'll tell you about a book launch party that took attendees back in time. And it was written by one of our historic preservation planners. We'll have that story when County Report this week continues.
Yeah, salad on Saturday, fruit on Friday, throw a ball Thursday, water Wednesday, touch your toes Tuesday, let's move Monday, spark a snack Sunday. 60 minutes of physical activity a day and eating well can help get your child healthy. So keep them active and eating well every day. Get ideas, get involved, get going at letsmove.gov. That's letsmove.gov.
welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Sonia Burke. Montgomery County Public Schools 5th graders recently jazzed up their day with a special field trip to the Music Center at Strathmore. MCPS TV has the story.
The sounds of the blues filled the Music Center at Strathmore as more than 12,000 MCPS 5th graders attended an interactive concert as part of the Strathmore Student Concert Series.
The blues can be expressed in many ways and can reflect almost every feeling in the spectrum of human emotion.
MCPS and Strathmore collaborated with the preeminent jazz education organization, Jazz Reach, to offer this blues music program.
What we're teaching the kids today is really the extent to which the blues has impacted and affected all musical genres. So a lot of what we'll do is we'll try to make alignments between what was going on in music and what was also happening in American 20th century history.
The concerts were developed to support the MCPS music curriculum. Teachers delivered lessons in class to prepare students for the concert experience.
We talk about the history of blues and of jazz and kind of the origins of where that came from. Students get a chance to write their own 12-bar blues and get to express their kind of creativity in the classroom.
Vocalist Brianna Thomas reflected on the stories and emotions that blues song lyrics can offer us.
Blues is a feeling, and it's whatever they want it to be. It's a happy feeling, a sad feeling, and most of all, it's a form of self-expression, and it's a truth, and it's their story, and it's their opportunity to tell.
Students listened to a variety of blues styles and even got to sing with the Jazz Reach Ensemble.
We've had this partnership with Strathmore over the last 11 years, and it has been blossoming. It's been a fabulous opportunity for our students to come out and experience not only live music, but to really see their curriculum that they're studying in the classroom come to life. We started in grade 2 with the orchestral instruments and the families of the orchestra, and now we've moved into jazz.
Students and performers commented on the concert and the overall educational experience.
What I like about the blues is people don't hold back what they're feeling. Like, they put it all out. And they want people to understand, and to understand that there is always a way to go up. There's always a way to rise up.
I hope the students today take away just a great experience, and I hope they learn something and have fun, and I hope this sticks with them.
Now, after listening to that concert, I want to listen to some more jazz.
Montgomery County's annual Diwali celebration was recently held at the Executive Office Building in Rockville. Take a look.
Here we are again celebrating the biggest and brightest festival in all of India, which is saying a lot, and that's just as true now for Montgomery County tonight. What we're celebrating, of course, is the power of light triumphing over darkness. A better way, I think, of understanding the underlying significance of it all is with the term, the greeting that I love best of all in the world. Namaste.
I want to thank our Sister City Committee that did such a wonderful job on Montgomery County's recent trip, at least last year, back to India. This was my second trip there, and every time I go, I literally learn something new. But most importantly, the thing that I learned is the spirit of the people. So many young people that I see, such a vibrancy, such well-educated people who are really, I think, in many ways leading the world. I've said repeatedly, that we know that the largest democracy in all of the world is in India, and they are really setting an example for many others in the world.
So we've come a long ways, and it's great to be here, and this is what it's all about. It's taking our collective good and making sure that everyone has an opportunity. So this is the spirit of Diwali, taking light everywhere we can, taking the knowledge we have and fighting for social and economic justice, and to make sure we do all the good we can to all the people we can, as long as we ever can. Happy Diwali.
The Planning Department's Montgomery Modern Initiative has included a bus tour, bike tour, and now a new book. Bridget Schwisho joins us with more. Bridget?
That's right. It was an exciting event celebrating the county's mid-century modern architecture at the Bethesda Writers Center. Author and historic preservation planner Claire Lise Kelly was there to give a presentation and sign books for the 100 attendees there. Our Montgomery County Planning Department team was there to cover the event.
Of postmodern design. Hartman Cox. I'd like to raise awareness about the value of mid-century buildings. I think there's an idea that if a building is around 50 or 60 years old, that maybe it's getting dilapidated or it's time to replace it with something shiny and new. But I'd like folks to really think of mid-century as a historical period and a period worth understanding and maybe thinking about restoring buildings from this time period and in some cases retrofitting, finding a new use for buildings, and that they tell an important part of our history, of our cultural past, and that they're, in many cases, that they're worth preserving.
I'm really hoping that as people read this book and they learn more about mid-century modern architecture in Montgomery County, they come to appreciate this architecture and they support preserving the best examples from this period so that future generations can also appreciate the important architecture of this period.
I'm hoping that it will highlight to the readers who might pick it up the fact that not only do we have great architecture in the county that sometimes it goes unappreciated, but also some of the work of our agency, and to remind people that we are doing really exciting things to help document our history, and as well as working hard to try to plan for the future.
I think Claire said it very well, that because we're all of the age where we grew up with these structures, we don't consider them very architecturally significant, and they actually are. It's just that we are sort of in the midst of it and we don't recognize it. So I think it's great that she highlights the importance of this, and hopefully we can work out a way to save some and in the way we approve projects. So I think it's a great effort.
The town of Poolesville is being recognized for its efforts to go green. Poolesville has just earned the Sustainable Maryland Certified designation in recognition of the town's commitment to an array of sustainability initiatives led by local leaders, residents, businesses, and nonprofit organizations. The town is among 12 municipalities awarded the 2015 distinction at the Maryland Municipal League's Fall Conference. Coming up next on County Report this week, Montgomery County Executive Ike Leggett celebrates excellence in the arts and humanities. Plus, you'll meet our pet of the week. Don't go away. County Report this week is coming right back.
down here. You illegally passed the stop school bus. I'm placing you in timeout. And this timeout means big fines, plus you really could have hurt somebody. That's why school buses are being equipped with video cameras to help kids like me stay safe. So respect the bus.
Be active, Montgomery. Woo! Be active, Montgomery. Be active, Montgomery. Be active, Montgomery.
Welcome back to County Report This Week. I'm Sonia Burke. Hundreds of people turned out for the County Executive's Awards for Excellence in the Arts and Humanities. MyMC Media's Maureen Chaudhary reports.
Thank you. I'm really delighted to be here today. And welcome to our annual Excellence in the Arts and Humanities Awards program.
Montgomery County Executive Ike Leggett addresses hundreds of people at the 14th Annual Award Ceremony for Excellence in the Arts and Humanities on the campus of Montgomery College. It was a night to celebrate as the county recognized 9 people for their commitment to the arts. The Lifetime Impact Award went to Joel Snyder for his work introducing audio descriptions to thousands of individuals in Montgomery County.
I believe that an individual's inability to see should never deny him or her access to our culture.
While the Lifetime Achievement Award was presented to Millie Schott, who spent 2 decades as Visual Arts Director at the Mansion at Strathmore. Schott is credited with helping establish one of the largest visual arts communities in North Bethesda by creating many arts and cultural programs for the community.
It's very exciting to see somebody hold up a painting and say, wow, I did it, and I'm framing it, and I'm hanging it.
Receiving the Emerging Leader Award was Jason Loweth for his work as the artistic director at the Olney Theater. The theater has received a record 22 Helen Hayes nominations and several wins under his direction.
It signals to us and our supporters and our patrons that we are on the right path, and Olney Theater is going to be around for another 77 years if we keep this up.
County Executive Leggett, along with First Lady Catherine Leggett, presented awards to 6 other recipients, including Jan Papermeister for the Community Award, Dwayne Winters for the Volunteer Award, Bob Buchanan, recipient for the Patron Award, Christopher K. Morgan for the Outstanding Artist or Scholar Award, and finally Paul Carr and Randine Levy for the Education Award. For MyMC Media, I'm Maureen Chaudhary.
It's time to rake your leaves. The 2015 annual leaf collection season begins on November 9th. The county's Department of Transportation will schedule 2 pickups in neighborhoods within the collection district. Posted signs will indicate pickup dates to give you ample time to rake your leaves to the edge of the road. Here's a tip. Do not rake your leaves into the street, but rather near the edge of your property. For more information about leaf pickup in your neighborhood, visit the county's website or call 311. The Montgomery County Division of Solid Waste Services offers a service for you that is both environmentally friendly and secure. On Saturday, November 14th, between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. at Northwest High School in Germantown, you can shred and recycle your confidential papers. All types of papers, such as financial and legal documents, receipts, and tax and medical records are acceptable. Remove paper from any 3-ring binders and spiral notebooks. No plastic or electronic items can be accepted. Residents can bring up to 5 paper bags or cardboard boxes for shredding, and it's available at no charge. For more information, go to the Montgomery County website or call 311. Now it's time to meet our Pet of the Week. Kathy Stanhope joins us from the Montgomery County Animal Services and Adoption Center with more. Kathy?
We have a program here at Montgomery County Animal Services called the Purple Care, and Jack, who's with me right now, is a member of that program. It's for senior animals, so we are looking for someone who has a lot of love in his or her heart that would like to take maybe a cat that's maybe about 12 years old, as Jack is. He was found as a stray, so we're not sure. But if you adopt Jack or any one of the other seniors we have here, all your fees will be paid for by an organization that helps out all of our senior animals. So please, we need some very special people who are willing to get these animals out of the shelters and into good homes. Please call us or visit Jack and all the other seniors we have on our website.
With that, we close this edition of County Report This Week. Remember to like us on Facebook and to join us again at this time every week for a look at what's going on inside Montgomery County. I'm Sonia Burke. Thank you for watching.